Hello traders, DayTraderMatt here, EminiTradingPit.com. Haven't done a market analysis video in quite a while, but I figured it's Sunday. Let me go ahead and record a market analysis video, talk about what I'm looking at going forward. And I am looking at a lot of good swing trades for the trading room. If you're not familiar, if you haven't been around for a while, I combine the swing trading room with the day trading room, so you get all of that for the same price. I figured that was just better. It was easier for me, more fun, and better for everyone else as well. So just increasing the value of the E-mini trading room. Now we have our swing trades as well, and I'm looking at some very good ones coming up, so very excited about that. Let's get into the analysis. So this is the chart of the S&P 500, and since basically January of 2022 we have seen the market going lower. Sometimes it was going much lower than other times. Like right here was a nice uptrend, over here was a nice uptrend, but overall a very nice move down. And as far as Elliott wave, I'm counting this as a WXY, which is just a corrective pattern. We can see this move up here was an ABC. I really was pounding the horn as it was coming up, letting all the subscribers, all the members know that I see this as a corrective move. And then it turned over and it proved itself that it was a corrective move. I'm not trying to say I'm smarter than everyone else. I'm just trying to say the probability was telling me that this was a corrective move, because this right here was a corrective move. It was difficult to call this anything other than corrective. Now it's impossible to call this anything else than corrective, because now we have this move down, and that's what I wanted to talk about today, is this move down. So we had this move here, followed by a move up, followed by a move down. Now this move here and this move here, it looks very corrective to me. Now the only thing that can make it not corrective, and this could be the start of a larger move down, would be this price coming down and coming down into that, below that 3,500 mark. So 3,487, anywhere down below that 3,500 mark. That would show that, okay, maybe this is the start of something very weak. Excuse me, I'm getting over COVID, so I'm still talking a little funny, still have a little bit of congestion. Overall, I'm doing really well, but if I'm just being a little bit weird right now, that's why. So anyway, seeing that move down. So right now, price can either come up here again, flirt with this area again, make one more low. It would have to do it very quickly. So it would have to be like on Monday, come up and then just come down, and on Tuesday be down here. It would have to be quick. If it took much longer, I would really have to start to think that this is more of a bullish scenario. So there's two things that can play out here, right? First of all, we can see that new low. Okay, three things can play out here. So we see this new low. After we see this new low, then anywhere around here we can find some resistance, and then it can start working its way much lower. The next thing that can play out would be for price to chop around but then come back up here, flirting with that 4,200 to 4,400 area, and then it can come down one more time. Now if it were to do that, it would not come down as much as if that first scenario played out. We made that new low, came up, it found that resistance, and then it started to work its way down. It can come very low if that is the case. Now if it comes up here, then when it comes back down, I would think that would be that last low, and it doesn't have to be that low from there. So that's kind of what I would think from there. So it could either turn into an A, B, and the B would be over here, and a C, or a W and an X and a Y. But whatever it turns into, that's what I would be looking for. So I don't think it would come down that much stronger. The third scenario I was talking about would be like an ending diagonal. So comes down in 3 waves, kind of comes up in 3 waves, comes back down in 3 waves. It would still come lower, probably down here, but it wouldn't be as weak as, let's say, this makes a new low and then comes up, finds that resistance, and then starts shooting lower. So that could make this a much weaker leg. So that would turn this into an A, a B, and then this would be that C leg, and it would be coming down kind of strong because C waves are impulsive moves. C waves are pretty strong. That's why you have the WXY. The Y wave is a 3-wave version of a C wave. C wave is always like a 5-wave version if you talking about from an Elliott wave perspective. So that's really what I'm watching. You have those 3 scenarios. That first scenario, if it breaks, well, then that could be very, very weak and come down. If it holds and comes up here, it's going to take a little while. It's going to be choppy. And then from there, we could see a new low. That would probably be my favorite scenario. But what we prefer and what the market does can be very, very different. And that's why I keep a couple scenarios on the table, because I want to be prepared. If the market does this, okay, good. I was anticipating this. If the market does that, okay, that's fine. I was anticipating that as well. So that way I'm not caught off guard. Because really, why did Steve Jobs put his closeout every single morning? And why did he have the majority of the same type of clothes in his closet? Because he didn't have to make decisions. Decisions are really what can take away a lot of your brain power, and that's why you keep scenarios on the table for that particular reason. So that way when price does do something different than you're primarily looking for, you're already prepared for it. So anyway, hopefully it made some sense. I know this video is a little bit long, going on 8 minutes. So hopefully you did get something out of it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the bell notification. I'd appreciate that. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. That's totally fine. And if you have any comments or you see something differently, you can always put that down in the comment section and we can talk about it down there. Because 2 heads are better than 1, no matter what anyone else might say. It's always a good thing to have conversation. So anyway, with that, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around the markets. Take care.